Hi, I'm Barrett.
And I'm Brandon.
And we are Bionic Fitness.
Today we wanted to tackle the to-do list pillar of our 2-month reset. So we're going to be chatting a little bit about productivity, goal setting, reverse engineering through to-do lists.
Yeah. So Brandon and I have two different approaches when it comes to to-do lists.
Which we found out the hard way.
And mine is I like to have a running to-do list. So I can think of, when I think of things, I can contribute to it and write it down. Whereas then I will pick a few things, like 3 to 5 things in that day, depending on how busy my day is, that I think I can accomplish. Whereas Brandon...
For me, I have a little bit of anxiety around like if I miss something or if I forget something. So I need to do like a big brain dump of everything, including little things like making the bed or doing the dishes.
Everything.
Yeah.
And that gives me anxiety.
Yeah, it's tough for him.
I get overwhelmed by that giant list, right?
Yeah. But for me, I just don't want to forget anything. So what I do is I write them all down and then I categorize them in terms of things that I can do today or things that have due dates coming up, right? That way I have like something, like a list of things I can do today versus this week versus this month, etc. And I can kind of categorize it that way and create a little to-do list as I go. And with the little things in there, what it does is it makes it so that when I get started and I do the dishes and I do the bed, I'm like, okay, I'm on a roll. I'm being productive and I'm getting through this list and it feels good. So that kind of gets me going forward with it. Motivates me, yeah, for sure, yeah.
We figured out a hybrid that works for us. He does a big brain dump, I'll contribute, and then he categorizes and I'll help with that, and then I pick what we're gonna do today and then tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it works well for us.
Yeah.
What we also do is we incorporate what we call reverse engineering, where we take our big goals, our big lofty scary goals that we're kind of nervous about, not the smart goals, we're not talking about attainable goals, we're talking about those big massive ones, right?
Big ones.
And what we do is we break it down. So for instance, if we want to buy a house, you have to have a down payment, you have to look into mortgages, that kind of thing. Yeah. And then you take each one of those things and you break them down further. So you have like a tree of things, right? So your big goals at the top and you break all of those things down until you have like a lot of like little things at the bottom.
I was just going to say, there is a fantastic app out there called Trello, and you create a Trello board, and that really helps you organize all of these reverse engineering sections, right? Yeah. And once you start doing it, it actually feels like it's accomplishable, right?
Yeah.
Break it into weekly and daily as well.
Yeah. Once you have all of those small little things, then you can kind of like schedule them in, and then it feels more attainable and you're actually getting stuff done. What we do is we take kind of our strategy around to-do list, which is kind of like present to future.
Yep.
And then we take the reverse engineering, which is kind of future back to present. Yep. And we meet in the middle and kind of create a schedule of things to do that help us get to those big lofty goals.
Once you start, it honestly gets a little addictive and you start to see the realizations of your future coming to life. And that's really interesting and wonderful to experience too.
Absolutely. So we encourage you to do a little bit of goal setting, a little bit of reverse engineering, a little bit of pulling those things into your schedule and actually starting to get things done. During our 2-month reset, we want to have a few things that we want to get done every day, even if it's just working on bits and pieces. We just want to gain some productivity each day as we go through this 2-month reset.
Approach it the way that you need to. Find a system that works for you. You don't have to use ours. Figure out something that works well for you. And honestly, start achieving those goals.
For sure. Good luck. If you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Bye.
Take care.